Good morning, YouTube. Okay, guys, it is 5:41 a.m. here, and I am just now learning about another attack in London. This is absolutely insane, guys. It seems like what I'm understanding is that there's another copycat attack going on, and what happened was apparently some guy from what they're saying now was some 48-year-old guy or whatever who was trying to do a revenge attack, which is absolutely stupid. Why the hell would you want to do that? But he is apparently doing a revenge attack. Uh, uh, yeah, that's what I was hearing too, Brad. Is that some guy was doing a revenge attack because Londoners were being attacked. Now, I mean, obviously attacking people is not something anybody ever wants to do. Hold on, guys. Just getting this info ready for the video. It's amazing, guys. Every time I turn on the TV, it's another one of these things about somebody, another attack in the UK, and it's getting ridiculous, guys. That this is happening. And I was speaking with my buddy who's over there, and I let him know that this was going on, and I was like, man, I saw the news. Everything good? You okay? And he was, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? And I was like, the attack in London. And he was like, the one last week? No, the one that just happened. When? And I said, like last night. And so we're just learning about this, guys. This is absolutely insane stuff. But wow, obviously this isn't cool. That is just crazy that this is going on. Normally I don't talk with like political stuff like this, but guys, this is just happening so much, and I do have it on the YouTube over there is when I was watching it, and then it just caught my eye, and I just had to go as quickly as I could to let you guys know that you're going to be waking up to it if you're not already. Yeah, Michael, thanks for checking in, buddy. Some guy decided to drive into a group of people. I spent a lot of time in the Middle East, and I've spent 26 months in Afghanistan total and Iraq, together, my two tours there. And for the most part, those people are really chill people. They're not that hard to get along with. And of course, there's always going to be the extreme groups out there. But, attacking somebody, revenge is something, I agree with getting revenge on somebody, but you can't attack, can't attack B because of what C did. That doesn't make sense. It bewilders my mind why in the first place somebody would drive a van into a group of people and then start stabbing them, and then someone's like, well, I'm going to retaliate by doing the same thing. I get where their mentality was, but it's wrong. It's wrong to have done that. How can you do that? But guys, I just wanted to make sure we jump on, and maybe we can start talking to this. Michael, obviously you're checking it out, buddy, and you're keeping up on what's going on with it. Again, I just saw it live 34 minutes ago, an hour ago. They started running some news on it. I don't do mainstream cable TV like that. I get a lot of my news from YouTube, which is a lot faster. I get a lot of news from my friends around the world. If something happens like that, I just contact them, see what's going on, what they know, and then I see if the stories are matching up. But that's how I like to do my news. Mainstream TV is okay and all, but YouTube covers pretty much everything you need to know. You'll get better eyewitness footage. You'll see better camera angles. You'll see uncut footage and stuff like that. That's the kind of news I like. But wow, guys, this is just absolutely insane. Another one. When I first saw it, I thought they were running a story about another one, about the one from a week ago, and that wasn't the case at all. It's just absolutely insane. I don't even know what to say about it. I feel my heart. Yeah, and see, and that's the great thing right there. They did the right thing. They hauled him out. They hauled him out and they held him until police got there. So kudos to the worshipers over at their mosque for handling the situation and defusing it as best as possible and stopping any more damage from happening, any more bloodshed, because that's never the key. Never, never, never the key. I think discussion should always be how we can do things. We should always be able to talk things out. And if you can't talk things out, then just stop talking and go about your way. That's all you really have to do. But guys, I'm just absolutely flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted that I'm usually up late anyway, so I stay up late nights. I work night shifts when I go do my job. I work late nights. I'm talking like 6 p.m. till 3 a.m. That's my job schedule. So being up all through the night is what I do, and it gives me a nice insight onto a lot of things, because what that does for me is while you guys are sleeping, and there's nothing wrong with that, while you guys are sleeping, I'm up watching things and learning things and seeing what's going on. So I'm just absolutely amazed that this is crazy. If you guys are tuning in with us, thank you so much for stopping by and checking this out. Michael, I do appreciate you as always. Oh, you're an also, we got another all-nighter. Cool, guys. I'm an all-nighter. I'm a night owl. I don't come out during the day very much. I don't like being, I have no problem going out. I go do my, what I'll do is, like, if I'm going to go magnet fishing too, like, I'll just stay up all night until it's time to go magnet fishing. Then I'll go magnet fishing. Then I'll come back and go to sleep. So that's how I like to, that's my operation. But guys, wow, this is just crazy though. My heart goes out to everybody, especially in the UK. You guys have been just going through so much in the last month. It's insane. But then I also want you guys to be reminded of something when people talk bad about America. Do remember too that, we have the biggest defense spending budget in the world. And that's why, we have safety because of that giant defense spending budget. So that's a good thing for us. You guys have no idea. And that defense budget, it doesn't just, people don't realize too that the defense budget, it just doesn't like disappear into the military. It goes into paying the soldiers, paying the airmen, paying the Marines, paying the Navy guys who do what with the money. Most of them take it and they turn around and they pump it right back into the economy for everybody. That's why the town I live in is doing so great. When this financial crisis bubble happened, my town didn't feel any of it. Zero. We didn't feel any of the financial crunch. Why? Because we have a major military base right here, right nearby. Now, don't get me wrong, though. When 9/11 and all that first kicked off, and they emptied the base. The base went to like bare skeleton crew that was left there, and it crippled the economy here. And because of that, that's why the military started doing deployment on a module level. And if you're not familiar with what that is, I'll go ahead and tell you. So what they'll do is I'm going to go live on here until about 4, August 20. Oh, you're going to be covering the solar eclipse as well, I take it then, because I'm going to be covering that as well. If you guys aren't familiar with what's going on, my town, I believe it's August 26th. I might be wrong. Let's check on the dates real quick so we know we can be more accurate. Solar eclipse 2017 is going to be August 21st. So you're going to be live on the 26th. That's cool, man. I'm going to be going live over on the 21st of August. So guys, make sure you mark your calendars for that. The solar eclipse is going to pass directly over my town. So I'm going to be covering the eclipse all day, and we'll watch the entire thing. I'm going to do exactly what they say not to do too. I'm going to stare at whatever happened to that Facebook message from that guy? Do what? Facebook message from that guy. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Guys, I don't know. Oh, cool, Motorama. Awesome, man. Well, hell, I'll definitely tune into that and check it out. The Facebook messages with that guy. We actually had an attack here in America, too, when that happened with the baseball game thing. And, I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. I haven't heard any more back from the FBI on it. I did my part. I just told him what I heard. But that was crazy. It freaked me out a little bit because he said it was going to be a little bit of an attack. And then it happened, or an attack happened. Now, whether that's coincidental or not, it wasn't in one of the cities that he told me. I haven't heard any more back from the FBI. I since blocked the guy, too. He kept sending me more messages and more messages and more messages, and I was actually getting very nervous about it. I didn't delete any of the messages, but I just left him and I blocked him. I really didn't want any more to do with him. So that was just crazy. But like I did say, we are going to be having that solar eclipse coming. So if you guys aren't going to be able to see it, check it out. I'll have it live. If you guys want to go online, if you just type in solar eclipse 2017, they'll show the trajectory of the eclipse, of where it's going to be. And it's going to line up right over my town. And, well, even so, it was an American citizen, I grant you that. But the fact that even somebody told me that there was going to be one, I mean, you have no idea. This guy was an American citizen, but I don't know anything more about it. I haven't heard a whole lot more about it, but it's still just impressive. It's just crazy. It's just really, really, really crazy. I'm shocked to hear about all this stuff, and it's just mind-blowing, guys. But I just wanted to be able to jump on here, talk to you guys a little bit about it. It's just again, something that is just blowing my mind that this kind of stuff goes down. What would possess? I get angry at things too, just like everybody else does. But in no way would I ever go out and seek to inflict violence on. Now, if you come at me with violence, bro, you come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. No, that's fine. Then we can throw down, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I love it. I love it. It is crazy, Mike. This is just nuts. This whole the last 3 weeks have just seemed so real. It's attack, 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 attack. I'm like, well, when's it gonna stop, dude? What is the end game? This can't get better, and this can't keep going on. Something has to give. What is gonna be the breaking point for this? And that's what I'm waiting to see what it's gonna lead up to. Now the rational side of me wants to see something, nice and a good outcome for everybody where this tax and everybody's happy. But the soldier in me and the realistic side of me is telling me that the only way this ends is when it gets really shitty. And then somebody has to do something else even shittier to trump their shittiness to try to get them to stop the shittiness. So that's crazy, dude. Where does it end? It doesn't. That's the problem. And unfortunately, who knows where this is going to go. But guys, I did want to tell you guys what was going on. I'm sure that you guys are going to be waking up into hearing it. You're not going to check in on some little nobody on YouTube to find out your information, as I wouldn't trust somebody else on YouTube telling me. But if you are watching this and you haven't heard about what's going on in London, please feel free to go check it out for yourself. Find some information out about it. Don't believe just the first guy you see on YouTube. I wouldn't. Why would you believe anything? Okay, so my buddy, Brad, is it okay if I go ahead and say that that's who I was speaking to earlier? My buddy, that's Brad, great friend of mine. You guys, if you guys want to see an awesome channel too, go check out his channel. He does some amazing stuff over there. You guys go check him out. But he is actually in the UK, and he's boots on the ground, if you will. That's what we used to say in the military, boots on the ground. So you're the one watching what's going on, and he was telling me that that's what they're saying. I guess it's a retaliation attack now for the London attacks and the Manchester attack. But doesn't that just make the most retarded thing? My retaliation for an attack is an attack. Doesn't seem very logical. What got accomplished? Absolutely nothing. Some people may, we got them back. But you didn't. You didn't get anybody back. You just got some other people. That's who you got. Nothing. Nobody. You got a nobody. Nothing. And see, that's the problem with this, is that ISIS and all that, it's nobody. It's a nobody. It's nobodies. And nobodies who have nothing that they want to lose. Okay, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to go there, guys. We're going to go there. We're just going to start talking about it. I can't fucking believe this shit. It's fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. One guy attacks one guy, so I attack this person, and fuck that shit, dude. If I wanted more of that in my life, I would have stayed in the military, because that's what the army was. If you people feel so like, if you really just got to go get it out of your system to go on somebody, fucking join the military and just do it. But fucking attacking civilians, you know what? Honestly, do you really? Okay, I hold the entire Muslim community responsible, okay? But I don't hold them. As a Muslims as a whole, your whole religion is responsible for the attacks, period. If you don't like it, oh well, it's the fact. If Christians were out running around doing stuff like that, I would be there demonizing Christians, okay? I'm not a Christian, okay? I don't follow any religion. I was raised as a Christian. My parents raised me that. My father was raised in an Orthodox Jewish home. So I was raised with both sides, and I reject all of it. All of it. I reject every bit of religion, because this is the stupidity that comes out of fucking religion. This kind of stupidity. You attacked me because my bearded men and my bearded friend in the sky. You attacked me because of my bearded friend in the sky. And what we have is a bunch of people running around trying to fight each other over something that makes no sense whatsoever. Just stop. You realize if we just deleted, erased the Bible, Quran, everything, got rid of it all, there'd be less fighting in this world. There's only 3 reasons for war. 3 things that people go to war for. 1, they go to war for religion. 2, they go to war for money. 3, they go to war for women. Period. Women aren't the problem. That's just men fighting. So we can say that's not an issue for war. But money and religion. And it seems to me money and religion go hand in hand, because they're always asking for money. Always wanting your dollars. Makes no sense. No sense. None. Zero. So guys, yeah, I'm actually quite pissed. And I have Muslim friends too. And you know what though? I joke with them and I tell them things, and you know what my Muslim friends, they're not even Muslim. I don't even want to say a Muslim friend. My friends are Iraqis and Afghanis. That's what they are. And you know what? My Iraqi friend who lives here, who happens to be a Muslim, and he's a very, very conservative Muslim. I guarantee he'll be on here later on telling me he's talking to me about what's going on. He's one of my best friends in the world. I did everything I could to get him into this country, and he's here now, and he was trying to live with me. And I would happily bring him into my home because this is a good man. He's a good man. He's not responsible for what happened. But you know what? The religion that he was around is. And you know why he left Iraq? Because he didn't want to be around that shit anymore. He didn't want to be around that shit anymore. And if you talk to actual people, not these TV Muslims, you think they don't go through the crowd and pick out who they want to talk to on the TV? They do, but it's terrible. The point is, though, is that there's horrible things going on, and it's all based on these funny little books that everyone can't get their nose out of. Go read a real book. Go read some philosophy. Go stick your nose in a science book and get a real education on something that's important. This is ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous. We can't do this. When is the end game going to be enough? So this guy drives a group in van. Boom, I hit this group of people with the van. Well, we're gonna can we send Westboro Baptist? You know, those people are freaking out of their minds too. But you know what? That's fine. They can be out of their minds. Let's just ignore them. Don't give them any publicity on it, and it'll go away. That's what exactly happened with the Westboro people. They went away. They're retards too. It's a stupid religion. Another stupid religion. Another stupid example. Now, see, I come from a very unique view. When I was in Iraq, it was very dangerous for me because I was a Jew, even more so. And the people that worked for us on the base, the local Iraqis, they loved me to death because I understand how Jews and Arabs aren't freaking that much different. Not much freaking different, okay? So we got along swimmingly. I understand them, they understand me, okay? We don't want to bother anybody, we just want to do our thing. And that's all I was there in the military to do, I was there to do my thing. I wasn't there to freaking be a super soldier. That wasn't my thing. I was there to get what I needed. Now, did I do my job to the absolute best of my ability? You're damn straight, because that's what they paid me to do. That is what they paid me to do. And when I was there, that's what I did what I needed to do there. The point is, though, is that radical attacks like that won't solve anything. If you really want to go get your oohs out, go join the military where you can hit whatever you want. They'll give you guns. They'll give you the bullets. They'll send you over there and you can go do whatever the hell it is you think you want to do. But taking it out on innocent people that didn't do anything, you know, if they want to go pray to their bearded friend, let them. If we Christians over here want to go pray to their little bearded friend in the sky, let them. Who cares? But it's only when your, and I don't want to say yours, but it's when your ideologicals from that bearded friend in the sky start causing problems. That's when you have a real big issue with. I have big issues with. Look, if you want to go pray into a mosque, go pray in a mosque. If you want to go pray in a temple, go pray in a temple. If you want to go pray in a church, you go pray in a church. You do whatever makes your little heart happy. But leave me the hell out of it and leave others out of it. Don't bother people. If some dumbass drives a van into a group of people, the answer is not driving a van into a group of people. What do you think is going to happen now? When, oh, look at this, my friend, these terrorists, stupid. Now they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. Which means what? Somebody else has to retaliate? Eventually, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. The people who are renting these vans are going to make a killing on the rentals, and then the insurance companies are going to get screwed because of the damaged vans, and you are going to have to pay higher prices. That's what's going to happen. It's terrible. Terrible. Caleb, thanks for stopping in, man, so much. I do appreciate it. 4 of you guys who are tuning in, I know Brad's here. Michael's hanging out with us. Caleb, thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Guys, this is ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. I don't want to wake up every freaking morning or stay up all night enjoying my night watching YouTube videos, being stupid, and then maybe talking to myself for 30 minutes about the video I just watched because there's nobody else around to talk to. But whatever. The point is, though, is I don't want to wake up to this anymore. I don't want to wake up to this anymore. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting absolutely ridiculous. I'm tired of always time I turn on a thing and there's an attack in the UK. I'm tired of having to check. Not tired. I don't want to say like it's a burden, but it's troubling. I'm tired of having to check and see if my buddy's okay. You know, I know he's not near London. Brad, I'm talking about you. I know you're not near London. But, you know, when I say he's okay, he may have family that's from London. And if his family gets hurt, then he's not okay. And then my friend is not okay. And if my friend's not okay, it's bullshit. Because he didn't do anything wrong, and now he's suffering for something else. It's bullshit. Bullshit. I'm tired of this, guys. And I know it's not y'all's fault. It's not my fault. And I apologize for ranting. This isn't where this was supposed to go. And I'm sorry. I really am. You guys are actually getting to see me for a minute. And I don't do this very often. So I appreciate if you guys are watching this. Thank you. You're talking to me for a moment. Everything else you see on my channel, that's a character. That's a character I play. And that's a role I do. You guys are talking to me right now. And I'm pissed, dude. And I don't even know what to do about it. What do you do about it? When I was in the military, I knew what I was going to do about it. I was going to go do whatever they told me to do, and that's how I'm going to take care of business. But this is something that's a whole new realm, a different battlefield, and I don't understand it, and I don't like it. And it's not that I'm afraid of change or different things that I don't understand. I love engaging things I don't understand in a peaceful way. You know, I am a very peaceful person. But when you push to that point, I'm afraid of what I'm going to do if I ever get in a fight with somebody. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt them to a bad point. So there's a lot of frustration, and it's building, and there's too much. It is going to go around, Brad, absolutely. Everybody's government is afraid of it. And that's the problem, man. That is the biggest problem. This is not a big deal. This is not hard. This is not difficult to solve. It's an easy problem, made expensive, made difficult because it makes more money. And that's, you know, fuck money, dude. What the hell? What the fuck? I can't get over this, guys. This is terrible. It's terrible. It's never okay for this. And I'm sorry I'm ranting. I really am. I may not even be making sense right now, but I'm trying to comprehend here. Why can't we go back to this? Why can't we go back to like barbarian days where, look, you want to fight it out, we throw them in a pit and we let them go at it. There we go. You don't like this person, you two fight to the death. Whoever wins, that's that problem solved. It would take out, at least the innocence would be removed. It's still countless, worthless death, but at least the innocence is removed. You know, you were there by your own accord. I just don't get it, and I don't think I want to get it. This makes no sense. It shouldn't make if this sense makes sense to you, there's a problem, or you need to explain it to me. I understand why the government's got its hands tied being all PC. Stupid as hell. Okay? How about we just go back to do whatever you want? Look, it's very simple. Look, you don't need a constitution. You don't need all that crap. I can solve it for you in like a sentence or two, the whole way the world should work. You ready? You ready? Get ready for this. Do whatever the hell you like, as long as you don't harm or destroy somebody else, person, property. That's it. Do whatever you want. You want to shoot heroin up into your veins until you die? Knock yourself out. Go shoot up. I don't care if my neighbor is next door right now. Do you really care about drugs? Legalize every drug in the world. Make heroin, meth. Make it all accessible. Tax the shit out of it if you want to. Do you really, really give a shit? Would you really give a shit if your neighbor right next door is shooting heroin up into his veins, but he goes to work on time and he pays his bills and he doesn't bother you? Do you really care? No, you don't care. Because if you did care, you'd be knocking on your neighbor's door to see if they're doing heroin next door. You don't care. I don't care. I don't care. As long as you don't harm me, bother me, or attempt to destroy any of my property, I don't give a shit what you do. And that's how the whole world should be. But I shouldn't be able to impose what I want onto others. You know, as long as you're doing what you do. And that's something else we need to talk about too. What people don't understand anymore what public is. You want to know what public is? If you think you're at the mall and you think you're in public, you're wrong. You're in a private bar. You're in a private location. That is a privately owned place. You are no longer in public. If you think that, going to a baseball game or going to a soccer match, okay, or football for my friends overseas. If you think that you are at a football match and you are in public, you are wrong. You're in a private arena. A private arena. Public is in public spaces. If I do whatever I want on my property, what do you care? Do you really care? No, of course you don't care. You don't care. And I'll tell you why you don't care. Because if you did care, you'd be over there doing something about it right now, checking to see. But you don't, because you got other things to do. If everybody would just mind their own goddamn business, we wouldn't have as many problems. You know, if they want to go pray in a mosque, go pray in a mosque, okay? You don't cause any problems, I'm not going to cause you any problems, okay? That's fine. If that's the way you want to worship in your little community, okay? But if you're going to come into a different country, you do need to assimilate. Assimilation is important. You don't have to accept everything of the way, but you do have to play nice. That's the big thing I was always taught, was play nice. You look out for number one, and you play nice with others. That's all you have to do. That's the only responsibilities we should have in this world. The whole world could be all better if we just adopted my ideas of let everybody do whatever the hell they want, as long as it doesn't harm, destroy, bother anybody else. Anybody else. That's it. That's it. If you do one of those things, then the police come. That's it. See? Problem solved. Now we're good to go. Everybody's happy, right? You're at home doing what you want to do. You want to go down over here to do that? That's fine. Go do it. Go, go, go. You want to go over here and smoke heroin or smoke a big old fat bowl of meth? Go knock yourself out. Have fun. The sooner you die from it, then we have less problems. I would sell all the drugs, every drug you could possibly think of. Sell it at the post office. Sell it at the post office. Hold on, we're going to rename this. London attack. Another London attack turns into rant. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean for this to happen like that. This is the way it's just going to have to go, I guess. Do every drug you want. Do any drugs you want. If you want to do a bowl of heroin, meth, and weed all at the same time, more power to you. As long as you're not hurting anybody, stealing anything, bothering anybody, causing any problems, I don't care. Who cares? This is terrible. This is an absolute tragedy. 1 man is dead. 1 person dead. 10 others injured. For what? Because somebody else did the same thing and injured more and killed more. For what? I'm all about action if there's positive. No, Brad, it's not you, man. This has been building for a while, guys. I've been wanting to go off on something for a while, and this was just the spark that ignited the fire that finally got me mad enough just to say, you know what, I'm tired of this guy. It makes no sense. There's no defined war. This is why I'd rather be back in Afghanistan or Iraq. At least I knew who the people were who were out to get me. They don't like me, I don't like them, we're good to go. And that's the funny thing, too, is though, once in a while they drop a mortar. It really wasn't that big of a deal. They missed most of the time anyway, but at least I knew they didn't like me. And I knew they weren't happy I was there. And I wasn't happy I was there. They knew I wasn't happy being there. I wasn't happy being there, and they weren't happy me being there. But I stayed in my base, they stayed over there. Maybe they fire a mortar once in a while, we go out and shoot them up. Cool. Simple. It was easy. It was plain. Cut and dry. I loved that. And I wish that we could have more of a society that could just understand just who gives a shit what everybody's doing. Who gives a shit? As long as they're over there not bothering you, fuck it. Now, if someone comes over and bothers us, take that person. This is very simple, okay? These guys who were caught, if you got caught doing this London terror attack thing, okay? I'm going to say for both sides, for both attacks, both terrorist van drivers, that should be immediate execution. Immediate execution. Nothing short of, and they should do it publicly once every year, because we don't want to do it too much, because then people are going to be desensitized to it. Once a year, you do a public execution on TV. All the channels. You get that test pattern. Beep! You can only tune into channel 3 or whatever channel it is, and we're going to hang this guy over here, or we're going to do firing squad. Okay, then people are going to, and we'll just show the body for about 10 minutes, okay? And that's it. And then when you're parents and you're sitting there with your kids and you're like, don't ever fucking do something stupid like that. I'm going to tell you guys something, a story that was told to me. Not a story so much, but a little scene. Do you guys remember the Columbine incident when those 2 boys went and shot up the Columbine High School in Colorado? Okay, that was horrible. I'll never forget. This stuck with me so much. I was with my dad in a vehicle, and we were driving, and we were talking about the Columbine, and I was talking to him about it, and I'll never forget this. It's burned into my mind, My dad said to me, if you ever even did something remotely close to this, I will be the first one to tell the police to put you down. And these are my dad's exact words. I will be the first to tell the police to put you down. That is love right there. My dad telling me that if I fuck up so bad that the police have to be called, that I have caused bodily life, he will be the first one to tell the police to kill me. That is love, whether you know it or not. That is love. My father was telling me that out of love. But whether he meant it truthfully or not, I accepted it. And I believed it, because my dad is a great person. We just celebrated Father's Day here in the United States. I don't know if that's the same for you guys or not, but yeah, we just celebrated it, and I love my dad. My dad is one of the biggest influences in my life right now. My dad is a great man. I wish I could be half the man my dad is. Retired military, worked steadily at this job that he's been at for like 15 something years. You want to know a genius mind of an IQ? You know, I know people think my daddy is smart and everybody's daddy is smart and my daddy this. My dad is a freaking genius, okay? I hate being around him sometimes because he makes me feel stupid. And not like he's trying to. He's smart. And this is a man who told me that if I fucked up like that, I would be dead. And he would have no problem, no mercy about it, no remorse. And you know what, though? I love my dad for that. Because you know what? I would never do something like that. Never. Never. I know of some soldiers that went overseas and did horrible things. Horrific things. And they're in a lot of trouble for it. But yeah, Brad, we should. Everybody should have the death penalty. This isn't a question. This isn't too hard to figure out. Okay? I don't understand life in prison. That makes no sense. You're going to die in there at the cost of others. No, just go ahead and execute him and just get it over with. In fact, I would be willing to say this. If you are a prisoner in jail for a life sentence, if you are willing to accept a death penalty, a $10,000 payout will be granted to your family. How about that? How about that? You did a terrible, terrible thing. A terrible thing. And the government is willing to go ahead and put your life down because obviously it's forfeit anyway. It's forfeit. And you go ahead and you'll get your family a little bit of money to deal with the grief of the fact that you screwed up. That's what should happen. You know, $10,000 is a drop in the bucket compared to how much it costs to feed, house, and clothe a prisoner for life. For life. Sorry, my wife is calling on the phone. I had to ignore her, and then I had to bring up Facebook to let her know I'm live right now. Now she's checking it out. So, babe, if you're watching this, hi. I'll see you home from work in about, what time is it? Hold on, let's see. It's 6:13. I'll see you home in about 45 minutes, hon. Anyway. Yeah, the death penalty. We should bring it back. It shouldn't, you should, calling for the death penalty to bring it back is the stupidest thing in the world. It should never have gone anywhere. That will keep people in line a little better. I mean, what's the worst, if you don't care about your life, all right, and you use your life to take away somebody else's life, and they're like, well, we're going to throw you in prison, and that's going to make you think about it for the rest of your life. You haven't done anything. Nothing's been solved. Nothing. But if you can use a bad situation like that and make an example to scare the shit out of others, and that's the problem. We've lost fear. You know, not being terrorized, that's terror. I'm terrified. Terror. No, fear. Fear. You need to have some fear in your life. Fear is good. Fear tells you not to pick up a snake because you're a little scared of it, because that's a deadly animal. It's a little fear. Fear is a good thing. You know, when I was a kid, I was a little, you know how you like your mom, she'll yell at you, but then your dad comes in and he just, hey, one of those, and oh shit. Fear, a little fear is good. It's good. It tells you where your boundary is. And that's the problem with society is we've removed all fear. People are being desensitized to things. You can watch anything. This should be forced, man. The death penalty should never have gone anywhere. It should always be present, always available. If you commit murder, period. Brad, hey man, get back to work. Thank you so much. I'm going to wrap this up in just a little bit anyway. I can't believe this went half an hour. This was supposed to be like a 5-minute video of just talking about these terrorists. Not terrorists, excuse me, this attack in London. And it turned into me just laying into something. And I'm so sorry. I do apologize. And if I've been using foul language and you guys watch my channel normally, I do apologize so much. Please. I don't even want you guys to like this video. Don't click the like button. Don't hit the like button. Don't hit subscribe if this is the video you're watching. Do not subscribe because of this video. Okay? So don't hit the like button on this. I don't want likes for this. I want people to watch and understand what I'm talking about, but there's nothing to like about this. This is a terrible thing. Terrible. Why would you like a video of somebody talking about a terrible thing? So I apologize. If you did hit that like button, that's okay. That's fine. If you want to share, that's fine. Sharing is okay on this video, but I would prefer thumbs down on this video because that means people don't like it, and that means they're mad about it too, and I'm mad about this. And again, it's just something that's, it's just absolutely ridiculous, guys. Another attack. I feel horrible for my friends in the UK. I feel horrible for the people in the UK. This can't go on. We just had an attack here in the United States. When's it going to end? When is it going to end? What is the end game? You know, I want to know the end game. I want to know everybody's end game plan. Because when you say we're going to fight a war on terror, I know how to do it. I know how to win a war on terror. It's not pleasant. It's not clean. But it'll end the war on terror. You got to instill fear back into them. You got to say, see, I would go places, but I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But there's ways to take care of this. It's so simple. To beat terrorism, you got to get dirtier than the terrorists. Now, don't get me wrong. I've got tons of veteran friends who are happy to get dirty. And I'm happy to get dirty. I'd love to get some dirty. Americans, you don't need to get dirty. You don't need to dirty your hands. There's men like me in the country who said, we'll do it for you. And I'm still happy to do it. Just arm the veterans. Let the veterans go deal with it. Send us back to Afghanistan. I know I could rally 1,000 veterans right now who would be happy right now to go with me door to door again, kicking in doors and handling business. We know how to get the job done, and we just need the regulations and the cuff taken off of us, and we could end terror in the next 3 months, 6 months tops. There wouldn't be any more terrorist attacks. But you got to let the veterans loose. But we could take care of it. We could handle business. And again, though, that's not for every American. That's not for all of you guys to worry about. That's why less than 1% of the entire population signs up for the military ever in the United States, ever. And that's okay, though. The 1% of us, we can get our hands dirty. We're happy to get on. I like getting dirty. I like playing in the mud. That's fine with me. But this has got to stop. It can't go back and forth. It can't. This is not something that can keep up. Something has to give. And the attacks can only get either worse or more frequent. That's it. That's it. Where do you draw the line? All right, guys. Thank you guys for checking this out. I hope I didn't annoy you guys too much. Sorry if I used any foul language that you guys don't approve of. I do apologize. Normally on my YouTube videos, I'm very, very discreet with the way I speak, and I'm trying to provide entertainment for you people. All right. I don't want to be political, because if we got into my politicals, YouTube would never allow me to talk the way I want to politically. It would never happen. I have some very... my views are very much my views, and they're not going to change. There's nothing going to change that. Nothing. But I'm never going to impose my views or my will on somebody else, because that's not how America is, and that's not what I fought for. So I do apologize again if I stepped over a line or I said something that offended somebody. You know what? If I stepped over a line or I said something that offended you, I do apologize, but I am not sorry. London van attack staged by government/media. What are my thoughts on this? I don't know. It could be. It could be. It could be all fake. I haven't seen any. That's something, too, I don't like about the media. Fine, guess we're going to keep talking. You know, with Columbine, we saw bloody kids falling out of windows, shot up people left and right. The media reported media, okay? We saw the bodies, the victims. We saw things, kids falling out of windows, bleeding all over the place. You don't see that anymore on TV. You don't see that anymore on newscasts. And you know, with the way the world is going, you know, we can see a chick's ass hanging out of her pants, and we can see sexual acts all over TV. Modesty is gone. Modesty is gone. But the problem with that, though, is that at least when they showed us this stuff on TV, you could at least get an idea that it was real. You never see this shit anymore. They just tell you about the attacks, and then they pick somebody out of the crowd who says it was terrible, terrible, and I couldn't believe it. Now, we have video images, but I don't even trust video anymore. I don't even trust video anymore. I mean, for all you guys know, this is a background behind me that's been set up and added in, and then I'm sitting just over here is some producer's chair. You don't know. You really don't know. You don't know. You think you know, and you're pretty sure, and you can get a good estimate. But video lies. Videos can be edited. Videos can be altered. And that's something I'm not comfortable with. So I don't know. It could be a hoax. I don't think this is. It sounds something like, because look how low the numbers were. People think that, man, if I went on an attack, I would kill hundreds. People don't realize how much you would probably fuck up during an attack and screw it up and probably only be able to injure 10 and kill 1. In fact, I know this may sound a little morbid, but when they're like, this person ran around with the gun shooting this, 2 people dead and 5 wounded. Oh, yeah, I don't want to say anything specific. I'm not going to lie to you. As a veteran, I think, wow, fucking shitty aim. This guy didn't hit shit. He didn't get anybody. Low numbers. Low numbers, 500 rounds fired, 20 sent to the hospital dead, another 50 wounded. 50, 25, that's 75 people that are victims now, and he had 500 rounds. That's horrible, horrible. That's a 25% hit accuracy. And you missed with most of them because you only wounded that many. So when I see an attack that says only 1 dead and multiple injured, that sounds like a legit attack that somebody screwed up, because it's clearly not the best way to handle a situation where you drive a van. How do you drive a van into a group of people and only injure 10? That makes no sense. Gas is on the right, brake is on the left. You shouldn't even worry about the brake, but who knows? It's stupid. It's crazy. So I don't think this is a fake attack. I really don't. I think that what we have is some lone idiot who decided that he was going to He's gonna get revenge. I'm gonna go get me some revenge. And I know that's Australian. I do apologize, but he's gonna go get him some revenge. And he did exactly what? Well, they did this to us. I'm gonna do that to them. How petty! How petty! You poked me with a stick, so I'm gonna poke you with the stick. And I get people's frustration. Trust me, I get people's frustration. What do you, the average citizen, do? Just sit by and wait. What does the government expect? Sit by and wait. At least in the States, I can carry a gun to protect myself. And that's at least something. I feel terrible for the people in the UK. Can't even carry a knife. You can't carry a knife in the UK. You can't have a big knife like that on you. You can't. It's against the law. You can't carry a gun. How are you supposed to defend yourself? Defense is not just letting it happen to you and waiting for the cops. That's terrible. I guess so, Mike. I guess so, buddy. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to rant and spew. Again, just bewildered. Completely bewildered. I don't even know what else to say.